Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. Exciting day today because I have a new team here, which we will get into in just a second. This is also our first Wi-Fi battle post the Indigo Disc DLC, so a lot of exciting stuff going on here as our opponent today is going to be Cisco, random person offline. And so yeah, there is my new team on the left-hand side there. So you can see we've got some Pokemon that we haven't used in quite some time here, such as the Quagsire and the Vikavolt. We've got some Pokemon that we've used a little more recently, although it's still been a while since we've used them, such as the Rillaboom, the Cinderace, and the Duraludon. And then we have one Pokemon that we've actually never used before, and that is the Hisuian Zoroark. So, looking at the opponent's team, looks to be very strong. Pretty interesting looking team there. So, what do we want to lead with here? I think we're going to go with the Vikavolt, actually. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to disguise the Hisuian Zoroark as Duraludon. And yeah, we'll go ahead and see how that works out. So I am excited to get back into some Wi-Fi battles here post the Indigo Disc DLC. We have obviously a bunch more Pokemon and moves and items and all that stuff at our disposal that we didn't have before that. So definitely going to make competitive battling interesting, going to shake things up here for sure. So there he is, and it looks like he is going to lead with the Slowbro as we led with the Vikavolt. So this is not too bad for us. We have some options here as to what we want to do. I think what we want to do right out of the gate here is we want to just go ahead and get a sticky web up, so that's what we're going to do as we get that set up on him to lower the speed of all of his incoming Pokemon, which is going to be useful for us. This thing is going to go for a Shell Sidearm in return, which is going to do some chip damage to us, take us down by about a third, and then we are going to get some HP back with the leftovers. So I think this turn we're just going to go ahead and Volt Switch out here, try to get some chip of our own on something. Perhaps this thing would be nice. And yeah, we'll go from there as he stays in. We do go Volt Switch, so that is going to do a truckload of damage to this thing, taking it down to about a third HP. And that is going to give us the pivot out, obviously. So off of that, I think we're going to go ahead and we have a choice to make. But I think we're going to just go ahead and come in. How do we want to handle this? I think we'll go ahead and come in with the Duraludon, as we do have the resistance or immunity to both this thing's stab moves. So we'll do that as he goes for a Light Screen, which is going to go ahead and increase the special defense of all of his Pokemon for several turns. But in this situation, I think we're pretty safe to just go ahead and get a Stealth Rock up, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to throw that up. The Quick Draw actually does activate this turn, unfortunately, letting him go first. He goes for an Ice Fang, which is interesting. Not going to do too much damage to us as we are max HP with an Eviolite, so we take that pretty well. And that is going to let us get our Stealth Rock up on him, so that's pretty nice. Now, in this situation, I think we're actually going to have to go for a Draco Meteor to guarantee we take this thing out if he stays in, since the light screen is up. So we're going to do that. We should outspeed unless Quick Draw activates again. So we're just going to try to do that and see where that gets us. And he is actually going to go ahead and switch the Slowbro out, and what is he going to come in with? It is going to be the Pincurchin. So that thing's coming in. It does get the speed reduction on the Sticky Web, which isn't going to matter since it's pretty slow, but it also takes the Stealth Rock damage, which is good, and then it is going to get the Electric Surge to set the Electric Terrain up for several turns here. So we go for the Draco Meteor. Is it enough? No, it's not enough through the light screen, unfortunately, to take this thing out, but we do get massive damage, knocking him down to about a quarter HP. We do get a harsh special attack drop, but even granted that, I'm still kind of confident that we can, at max special attack, take this thing out with another Draco Meteor. So we're going to go ahead and do just that, as we do outspeed. We go for the second Draco Meteor, and despite the special attack drop, this time it is going to be enough to go ahead and get rid of that Pincurchin outright and knock him down to 5 Pokemon. So that's pretty good. We do take another harsh special attack drop, which isn't the best, because that means we're definitely going to have to switch out with the Duraludon next turn. But we are in a pretty decent spot here, I think. So we'll see what he wants to bring in response to that. So what is it gonna be? And so it is going to be the Torterra. So that thing's coming in. It does take the speed reduction on the Sticky Web and the Stealth Rock damage. Now, this is unfortunate because, like I said, at -4 special attack and through a light screen especially, we have no choice but to switch out here. I think we're just going to go ahead and... I think we'll switch back into the Vikavolt. I think that's actually our best play, so that's what we're going to do, as we do have a resistance or immunity to both this thing's stab moves. Unfortunately, this does give him a free turn to do whatever he wants, so we come in with the Vikavolt, as he does go for the Earthquake, so that's pretty good. We do get a free switch there thanks to our Levitate ability, so that's pretty nice. And then we are going to get some HP back with the leftovers. So, the light screen is going to be over as well, which is nice. So I think this turn what we want to do, I think we pretty much just have to go straight for the Bug Buzz here, because nothing else we go for will take this thing out. So we're going to go for a Bug Buzz. If he switches, it is what it is, but we don't really want to take a risk with this thing, as he does stay in. We outspeed thanks to the Sticky Web. Bug Buzz incoming, and it is enough to go ahead and take that Torterra out and knock him down to 4. So that is pretty great for us, as we do get some HP back with the leftovers. So Vikavolt is doing some work in this one, and that is pretty nice for us. So we'll see what he wants to bring in response. It is going to be the Typhlosion. So that thing's coming in. He does take the Sticky Web speed reduction there as well. He does take the Stealth Rock damage, which is nice. So I think, how do we want to play this here? I think we do kind of want to save Vikavolt for later here. It does look pretty useful. I think what we want to switch in against this Typhlosion... What do we want to switch in against this Typhlosion? I think we're just going to go back into the Duraludon. I think that's actually our best play, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to switch the Vikavolt out here and come in with the Duraludon once more. And so he is just going to go for the Eruption straight away. We are max HP with an Eviolite, but even so, that does massive damage to us. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can take a second one of those. So I think the only thing we can really do is just stay in and click Draco, so that's what we're going to do. We actually do outspeed this thing after the Sticky Web speed reduction, which is incredible, which allows us to go for the Draco Meteor and take that Typhlosion out, knocking him down to 3, so that's pretty incredible for us. Sticky Web definitely paying dividends there, which is why we like to use it. So now he's going to go ahead and come in with the Quaquaval. So this is kind of bad, as he takes the speed reduction on the Sticky Web, just because, and he also takes the Stealth Rock damage, because he could be in position to hit us back pretty hard with this thing. So I kind of don't want to risk a switch, because I think we do still have contingencies to this thing, so we're just going to go for a Thunderbolt straight away in case he tries to set up. He still outspeeds us, actually, despite the Sticky Web speed reduction, which is a little surprising. That means he is actually quite potentially Scarf, so that's going to take us out on the Duraludon with a close combat, knocking us down to 5. It is also going to give him the Moxie to increase his attack, so that's not great. But like I said, we do have contingencies for this thing. I feel like since this thing outsped us, it has to be Scarf. I think it has to be Scarf. So I think we're going to go ahead and come in with our Hisuian Zoroark right now. Because we switched Pokemon around, it is going to be disguised as the Vikavolt now, which if he was paying attention and saw that we took a little chip on the Vikavolt, he's going to know that it's not the Vikavolt. But kind of is what it is there. So I feel like we could actually... How do we want to play this here? He's got the Quackleval, the Galarian Slowbro, and the Regieleki left. So I think what we can do here... I think we can actually pretty safely go for a nasty plot, so that's what we're going to do, because he is going to... Okay, so he's going to go ahead and Terra, so that's interesting. So what is he going to Terra into? I guess maybe he's not Scarf. So he's going to go ahead and Terra into a fighting type, interestingly enough. So he's going to go pure fighting, and we do outspeed him, so I guess he's not Scarf. He must just be max speed investment. So we get the sharp attack, special attack increase. He goes for the close combat, so he actually does get fooled into thinking that it was the Vikavolt. So maybe he, you know what? Now I really don't know if he's Scarf or not. But either way, it pays out because he goes for the close combat and we take nothing from it. So now we can pretty safely go for a Shadow Ball at +2. So that's what we're going to do. We know we outspeed this thing, and the Shadow Ball at +2 will take the Quackleval out and knock him down to 2. So that is pretty great for us. So I'm not really sure. Maybe he was choice banned. I don't know, actually. But yeah, either way, it's going to work out as he comes in with the Galarian Slowbro now, gets the speed reduction on the Sticky Web and the Stealth Rock damage. That's not really going to matter. This thing is so low that we can surely go for a Shadow Ball once again. And that is going to be more than enough to finish that thing off. I guess he was maybe hoping for a quick draw activation, but fortunately he does not get it, as we take that thing out, knocking him down to 1. So Hisuian Zoroark is putting in the work now, which is pretty incredible, as his last Pokemon is going to be the Regieleki. So comes in with that, gets the speed reduction on the Sticky Web and the Stealth Rock damage. And so there's no reason for us not to just go straight for another Shadow Ball here, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We know he can't Terra or anything, as he is just going to go for an extreme speed, actually. For some reason, I guess just realizing that the game's over, as we go for the Shadow Ball at +2. That will one-shot the Regieleki, and that is game. So we are going to win that one 5-0 against Cisco, but that was a pretty fun match, actually. Good showcase of what these Pokemon can do, I thought, and definitely an interesting one to start off the post-DLC world here on Scarlet and Violet. So, that's it. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So, that's it, and we'll see you next time.